That very first month, I made over six figures. Now, let's talk about how we can go from 30 to 50K to six figures, because this is a huge jump, and this jump definitely requires sacrifice and it requires balls as well. When I left my financial advising job, which was a marvelous job, making over 150,000 a year, my family members were like, "What are you doing? This is a great job. Why are you leaving?" It took sacrifice, it took risk. That very first month, I made over six figures. You know why? Because I doubled down on myself. I knew that, hey, I have elite work ethic. I have a plan. I have a mindset. I know what I'm capable of. God gave me these visions. And I know that if I work just as hard for myself as I'm working for somebody else, I can fly. So, made six figures, and I promised myself, if I can do this once, I can do this for the rest of my life and even more. So I made an oath to myself that I will never make less than six figures every single month, and I haven't since then. And I was in towards the end of 2022, like the beginning of 2023. Now, when I hit my first six-figure months and I start seeing my bank account stack and stack and stack and stack and stack, me personally, I just wanted to keep seeing it stack. I didn't want to see it reduced by going getting all these materialistic things. But once it hit a certain number, you know what I said? I had a conversation with myself, and I said, you know what? You can be that guy that lives comfortable and has a $1.3 million ceiling annually. There's nothing wrong with that. But what do you actually want in life? What do you want? Do you want hundreds of millions, or do you just want to say, yep, I make a couple million a year? And I told myself, I want hundreds of millions. I want that NBA money, even though I'm not in the NBA, because when I put myself in the same position as them, I remember I went to Carabana in Toronto for my birthday around August. I was in the same cabana as LeBron, Fred Van Fleet, Draymond Green, all of these NBA dudes, and I realized that I can be in the same position as them. All right. So that inspired me and motivated me that I can make the same type of money as them, but I'm going to use my brain. So after I started making all this money, I'm like, okay, let me invest in a spa. Tech company evaluated at over 4.3 million. Now I'm seeing it. I'm like, okay, things are starting to unfold. I'm capable of reaching the hundreds of millions, all right? But if I just allowed myself to stay comfortable, which nothing is wrong with, making 1.3 million, but I want more, all right? So that's why the bank account kept stacking, stacking, stacking. I made a huge risk, a huge investment by going and opening the spa, by starting my tech company. But the thing is, it's paying out. And when I exit, now I'm going to be up, and I can keep stacking and stacking and stacking to get to hundreds of millions.